This Aiden and Blueface drama just got more serious. Wack 100 recently went live accusing Aiden of rigging a match. Watch what Blueface say after the fight though.
Aiden,
If you do get back on brand risk, do you want a rematch or who do you want to fight?
I probably won't get back on brand risk because you tampering with the bets.
Never that. Never that. I don't know what he's talking about.
Now this is the moment that started everything. Aiden played it off good, but he was pissed. If you didn't know, Brandrisk is a gambling company that sponsored Adin Ross's event. So if there's allegations about hosts rigging bets, Brandrisk starts to lose credibility. So Brandrisk did what every company would do. They forced Adin Ross to have Blueface retract his statement. If you've seen any videos that I made on this subject, then you would know Blueface definitely didn't retract his statement. Now, the reason why he didn't retract his statement is because Blueface actually believes he won the fight. I don't know why he believes he won the fight, but he does. I think it's clear to everyone that Chibu was the aggressor that night. The only reason Blueface believes that he lost is because Adin Ross put a $20,000 bet on Chibu.
Now let me tell you what Blueface is talking about. This is what made Blueface believe this. Let's take a listen to this.
It's like 180 right now.
Let's bet 180,000. I got Chibu. You got Blueface tonight. Because I know you got to go with Blue and I got to go with Chibu.
180,000?
Yes. You know you got that new steak deal. You could do it.
You know I don't be with you know.
DD, when are we going to see another fighter from your community? I want to see.
It's like 180 right now.
Let's bet 180,000. I got Chibu. You got Blueface tonight. Because I know you got to go with Blue and I got to go with Chibu.
180,000?
Yes. You know you got that new steak deal. You could do it.
Now,
You know.
Aiden said, let's bet 180,000. He putting it on Chibu. That's Blueface's opponent. Blueface, we ain't gonna talk about the 20 grand he bet academics. We ain't gonna talk about that. Now, let's go back to Adam's fight. Let's see what we got going on here.
Chibu, no, he said no, right? No.
Adam, can you please tell the brother if he believe in you, then put something up?
I can't bet. I can't bet on my own promotions. I'll get arrested. You see what's happening to all these NBA players, NFL, MLB players, bro. I can't do that. I don't want to get that.
Y'all be having some good excuses, man.
I do, yeah.
Y'all.
Aiden said in January on Adam's fight, he can't bet.
So even though I've made about 2 videos on this subject, I don't know if the fight was actually rigged or not. I was just asking a question. But many people have scored the fight 4-2, but I could see why they chose Chibu to win. Chibu was putting the beats on him. So after this, Aiden was basically trying to get Blueface to retract his statements behind the scenes, but Blueface didn't want to. So Adin Ross finally had to go public.
Regarding and addressing Blueface. Well, again, Blue, I know you're upset you lost. I understand. And I give you your props for getting in the ring. And it was very tough to get you an opponent. But again, for you to shit on and say it's rigged because Aiden had money up and whatnot, bro, I bet $10,000 with academics. I'm not sitting here betting on Rainbet. I bet, 20 bands with Ac and whatnot. I have no control. I have no control over what happened. And Blue, to be honest with you, bro, there was a moment where you got chopped in the corner and you almost the ref almost went like this and TKO'd it because you weren't defending yourself. And for everybody online trying to shit on Chibu, saying Chibu's 70 pounds higher than him, he accepted the fight. These fighters know their terms. And Blue said, if it's not 6 rounds, I'm not fighting. And they fought at 6 rounds. Chibu gave him the 6 rounds. If it was 3, it wouldn't have happened. Judges make bad calls or good calls every fight. Okay? If you think Blueface won this fight, some of you guys thought AP the Fighter lost the last fight. I have no say. Jordan has no say. Nobody on my team has no say. There's no cheating. The judges make There's actual contractual obligation that he didn't follow, so he breached. He was supposed to wear a Rainbet patch on his shorts. He didn't. And he's going to have to pay $100,000 for that. Like, he can't speak about anything, money, how much he got paid or whatnot. And we asked him to retract his statements. And he didn't. We gave him some time. We didn't want to do it. Now we're going to do it. So, yeah, we tried. We tried working with him and Wack, and they weren't really and they didn't want to work with us, so sucks. But yeah, we tried. I literally wanted to pay him.
What? Am I the only one that's not realizing that's crazy? Like, I understand having a disagreement with him about retracting his statements, but not paying him after he fought already? Like, if the patch was a problem, why didn't you stop him before he went out there to fight? You could have stopped him before he got to the building. Or let's say you didn't even know what he was wearing until he walked out on the ring. Y'all should have either put a patch on him or had shorts to switch him in if the patch was a problem. The patch was only a problem when y'all was figuring out ways to not pay him. That's the weird part about it. That's why I feel like it's rigged a little bit. I feel like this is just an attempt to get Blueface to give a public apology, but I don't think it's gonna happen. And even regarding the fact that he's not paying him because he told the specific amount of what he got paid for the fight, that's not even true. I watched the video. Blueface never said, "Oh yeah, I got 267,000 for the fight."
We can say what we want now, Chad, but we're just gonna go back and watch the punch ratio. I'll definitely never fight on brand risk again. Just based on Adin's business skills. Oh, Aiden, my bad, Aiden.
Aiden already been telling them, bro, these fucking judges suck game, man.
It's not. Boxing is the sport comes with losses. How much did I make on the fight? Oh, I ain't gonna tell you how much I made, but I'll tell you that I made over 300,000. I'll let you guess from there. And that's just for the fight. That's not even including nothing else. So it's definitely a celebration, chat.
No, to me, that sounds like a deal with the devil. Blueface's manager, Wack 100, would allege that Adin Ross lied about Blueface having to wear a patch on his shorts. He also made a lot of other crazy accusations about Aiden.
Yo, 9:15, y'all tune in. Sorry I had to come to this, but the 100 So YouTube channel, the truth about Adin Ross and the boxing match, right? And his sexual advances at people. Hate to say it, but he tried his bully tactics, and I guess he thought we was gonna go street, and we kept it corporate. Aiden, nothing in the contract supports what you talking about. We'll play the long game, but I want you to tell the people on how you tried to use your Jewish ties for whatever reason, as if I had a problem with you being Jewish, and how you continue to make sexual advances at me. Just the other day, after I asked you time and time again, can you please respect that I'm a straight man? You know we got the content.
All right, so this is Wack 100 getting trolled by Aiden. Wack 100 is in the blue. And he said, bro, I'm on my money. You think it's funny? It's not. I don't do bad business. But again, everybody has his day. I've been doing this a long, long time. I ain't dumb. I would never allow this to happen to anybody on my watch that I claim was ever a friend. Then Aiden responds back. He then says, please, referring back to the first message where he said, oh, can I get a kiss so we can make up? Then Wack 100 says, my guy, I'm not gay and I don't fear no community because I have partners and friends amongst them all. Aiden then says, bro, you know I'm solid. Nobody gonna come to Compton and bless these communities. We got so much shit to do to save the world. Now, that already sounds like a deal with the devil, like I said earlier. And then Aiden responds again and says, I'm gay. And then he responds again and says, are you rejecting me because I'm white, Jewish, and gay? Wow, an anti-Semite, homophobe, disgusting. Then they just keep going back into this back and forth where Aiden trolls Wack 100 and then Wack 100 basically tries to wiggle his way out of it in legal terms. Wack 100 would then take to his own YouTube channel and make one last video.
And what Aiden said about Doechii and what Blueface said about Aiden. You guys tell me if you heard Blueface ever say rain bet or brand risk, and if all he did was isolate it to Aiden as his opinion. And then I'll walk it down and I'll play some things that may have provoked Blueface to believe these things, so for this to be his opinion. I'm waiting for legal to give me a right to put the contract up so you guys can read it for yourself. I have text messages of Aiden asking me to ask Blueface to lie about certain things, and I denied it. I said, no, that ain't happening. I didn't even tell my client, I didn't even relay it to my client that this man wanted him to lie about certain things. Why he wants him to lie about certain things, I have no idea. I have zero idea. But for whatever reason, you know, he wanted him to give an apology and say things like, I don't think Rain Bet rigged the fight, when Blueface never once said, never uttered Rain Bet or Brand Risk rigged anything. Actually, in 2 or 3 different clips, he gave shout out to Rain Bet. But he isolated Aiden and said, Aiden, you. And I'm gonna show you in a minute why he isolated it to Aiden. He never, you know, as far as Blueface know, Aiden's, he's no different than anybody else, you know, that's marketing and promoting something. And, you know, that's, you know, they...
Get to like, comment, and subscribe.